Action.
We're right above the bus depot here and Riverview condominiums. We're starting our journey on the Cedar Rapids downtown Skywalk. This is, what's this called? Allen Way? Well, it was named after one of the CEOs of Alliant Energy who started it. Now, the way we're heading, we can go in two directions. If we take a right here, it's going to lead us down to the former library in Cedar Rapids. Its second home. It was built in 1984. Then in the flood, after the flood, it was given to, or sold to, with a lot of tax subsidy money, True North, insurance and benefits administrator. It deals primarily with trucking companies. I think if we push this, it's closed. So we're not going to go there.
Oh, is part of it already closed?
Yeah, that part's already closed. They close all the time. But that used to lead to the public library. If you follow that track down.
Does it really go anywhere beyond that?
No.
Okay, so we're not missing out on much.
You're not missing out on much. You can pretty much see it.
You can pretty much see it from here, and that was the old library. Basically, when we were kids, up until '08, when the flood hit.
There's that school that the kids go to, it's private, it's for wealthy kids downtown.
Montessori.
Yeah, I couldn't say the word. And here you can see kind of the guide. This is telling you where you're going to be going. So there's the Ground Transportation Center, parking ramp, which is right next here, Prairie Soup Company over there, library, all that stuff. So, hey, you can see down here. So we're going to connect to some of that stuff down there a little ways. You can see Quaker Oats, the Roosevelt, all that. New Bowl.
See Mount Trashmore there in the distance. And I'll show you things look like that way. When they knocked down that parking building, I think that signified the first time in many years that you could see Quaker Oats from downtown.
Ooh, beautiful day out in Iowa. Great temperature.
Yeah, if you like muggy swamp weather.
I like the next part that we're going on. It's really kind of a cool thing, and it really is kind of this long maze of skywalk passes and all that. So we'll go in.
Are we going to hit pretty much the whole thing, or
we're going to hit the library,
or at least all the important stuff?
We'll hit the library, and we can maybe go. We'll see. We can either go the library route, or we can see if we can get to the main section. So
cool.
This is OPN Architects right here, the preeminent architecture firm in Cedar Rapids. It stands for originally Olson, Palmer, and Novak. And Olson is Scott Olson, who's the realtor and I think going to be running for our mayor. And then Palmer is another dude, and Novak started his own architecture firm as well. So that's that building there.
Doesn't a pigeon. Doesn't for its size, doesn't Cedar Rapids have a kind of an exceptionally extensive skywalk?
Yes.
Like it's kind of uncommon, right? I mean, like I don't think Des Moines really has one, does it?
This is the old Sokol building. It was just reopened, and it's Back Pocket Brewery, I believe. Sokol was a Czechoslovakian gym association. They are now on the far west side of Cedar Rapids, but this was their home. And if you look at the architecture here, if we look here, we can see it was built in 1908. You can kind of see a thing of that. You know, they love their artwork here.
Yeah, they're kind of covering up the.
If you can kind of peek through there, it says Gymnasium, 1908, Sokol.
They should have sprung for the type that's like that has little holes in it, so you can still see through it.
Now you can kind of see it, I guess. Now, see, there's Czechoslovakian with verbiage on the top, and they really restored this nice. It's a pretty cool building there. Down the street, there's a church that was there. Steve Emerson and some other people were really influential in getting that church built. There's the Habitat for Humanity building on the left, the red brick building that ties into them. Past that's the Honeywell building, and then You can see water tower place and bottle works and all that. And even if we look down at back pocket, we can see they have a panel down there, a musical. You see it?
Yeah.
Yep, down there. And they have places where you can eat. I haven't been to a map room, but this used to be Stella's. And the few times that I was there, it seemed like anybody that got out of county lockup ended up at that bar. There's Jimmy John's over on the left. I think that's the Iowa building, if I remember right. But it's there. They're renovating the one past it there. And then there's the, what was that one building called? Town Center, I think is what it's called. And it's where Haibu and Rockwell was at and all that stuff. Here's the old Stella's.
Yep. Got that.
Then there's Geneva Tower over there. That building's the Greater Cedar Rapids Community Foundation's in, the red brick building that you're looking at there. And you can kind of see the skywalk that we're going to be journeying on here. This land's actually owned by the Armstrong family. They own the Armstrong department store. It's actually a private parking lot. It's not part of the city's.
It's not quite as air conditioned as I would have hoped.
Yeah, we came later. And different parts of it have different parts of air conditioning and stuff. There's some of the guides just guiding you. That Geneva Tower's there. Probably the main affordable housing, disabled housing, old people's housing facilities downtown here. And then there's another Town Center Parkade, blue building there. Oh, here's a map so you can kind of see where we're at. We are here. We started actually right about here, around that area. We walked all the way here. I think we're going to try to go this way. If we go that way, we'll hit the library. If we go this way, we could probably get more of the downtown facilities. Let's see how far we can go today. So there. You can see the library.
Ah, yes.
And that connects to where the new library is, and there's Green Square Park there. Ooh, air conditioning. We're going to take our sweet time with this because we got air conditioning. And there's the park. Green Square Park, which is pretty much the main park there. There's the new library. Let me see if I can get the door open down here.
Got it open?
It open and they have air conditioning too, so
Nice.
we're not going into a sauna.
It's worse than a sauna. It's like a steam room out there.
Well, here, this part I've always thought was kind of cool, just the design, the architecture, security camera, and just the way it looks. It reminds me of like an 80s retail environment or something. Just the way the tiling is on the floor, the lighting. And just look at that long distance that you're going to go. It's just kind of almost like a piece of art to look down here with the windows on the one side so you can kind of see into the garage, and then windows on the outside here. And then look at that right here. You can see this long, this is where we're going to be walking. All that Skywalk.
Oh, yep, there we go.
So it's a lot larger than you think from the outside.
And we're at about 19 minutes, 20 seconds.
Oh, wow.
Are we making good time?
Good enough time. We can always do the other parts at a different date.
Okay.
And then just do it. We can do like part 1, part 2. So.
No moking.
No moking?
No, it's too bad. I love moking.
This is kind of cool. If you can see the roof and the architecture right behind this building here. I don't know if this is Coventry or what exactly this is. They built the Skywalk system around the 1980s. It was kind of built in segments, but it really covers a vast section of downtown.
Yeah, you can really cover a lot of ground. I mean, it's impressive. I think it's something that people kind of take for granted if they're from here, but it's quite an architectural achievement, and it's kind of futuristic, really. I mean, when I was a kid, I remember looking at Skywalks. It's like, wow, it's like something out of the Jetsons.
So that's the Skywalk we were just on, with all the art there. And then if we go down here, eventually you can connect to that Skywalk. That's over at a bank on the other side of the road here. You can see Mount Trashmore again.
The zoom on this is quite a bit better than what I'm used to.
That's good. There's another Skywalk. There's the Guarantee Bank building, the Armstrong building.
You can see the Quaker Road sign.
The lighting here is not looking promising for us to get access to this, but we'll see.
Yeah, I guess we can hit it another time.
We'll see if we can get in. We'll see what we got for time, and see if we can get in.
Because I can always splice these videos together. People might wonder why we're dressed in different clothing and it's a slightly different time of day, but
Maybe we can get, we're in.
nice.
Now this is a cluster made to try to figure out.
A cluster what? There we go. Well, we can get out of here, right?
Yeah, I think so. And there's other buildings that we could maybe try to get to their Skywalk systems.
Whew, thank God. Well, I'll probably turn the camera off
Okay,
now.
what are we at for time?
16:33.
16 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay.
But we probably don't want to do anything on the way back because, like,
Just
that'd be
wait.
kind of repetitive,
Yep, yep.
Would kind of interrupt the flow of things, so.
But you could stop it, but you could. So right there, this is the Guarantee Bank building. It's probably going to be shut down and redeveloped to something else because they merged with Cedar Rapids Bank and Trust. You can see a painting in Grant Wood. The Five Seasons Hotel is way in the background. The Scullion building, the building way over on the right is actually Cedar Rapids Bank and Trust. The one that's high up, that's right there with the square glass. It's that, the art museum, all that, so that's pretty cool with that. And this is just another segment. Straight ahead actually is Brick's Bar and Grill, and that's one of the oldest buildings on that street in that area. It's kind of nestled in between the parking garage and it looks like another parking garage. It's that little bar and grill right in the center. Yep, they're zooming in on it right now. That's Brick's. They have really good quesadillas, and I've always been happy with whatever I've gotten there. It's been pretty good. Now as we go here, this is more of a parking garage. And all that. And now we're back in air conditioning. Yeah. And on this way back here, we're going to be getting the library. So it'd be nice to get that.
And the last time I walked the Skywalk, the library is actually where I started from.
So that's been like 10 years.
What?
You said,
No. It was like, you remember I walked with those Blue Zones people?
oh yeah. They were over there at the library.
Yeah, that's where they started from. So that was about a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
That's about how long we've been talking about shooting this video.
So it's cool. I'm glad that we're going to be able to do that now and get that going. So.
And it's also kind of a test of this camera's skills too.
And let's see, you can see the Skywalk over there again. You can see the Soko building, the Skywalk. Let's keep going. free Wi-Fi too.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Free Wi-Fi is always a plus. Data is the new currency.
Yeah. What's really empowering the tool. And I think this parking garage, if we look here, this is the tallest parking garage. I believe it's 9 stories. We could actually go up to the top if you want, to the roof, and look at it.
Sure.
It's pretty cool. I've been to the roof before. It's trippy and it's cool. And I think it has some of the better views in Cedar Rapids for a parking garage at least.
Yeah.
But it's only got a vending machine here too. We may go this way to the library in a minute. But I think right now we're going to go up the skywalk, or sorry, the elevator. And there's the elevator here. And because it's such a beautiful day out, we want to get closer to the sun and go up. Okay, if you owe them for parking money, they'll take blood for parking fees. So that's a really good thing. Take your blood or your money. Park Cedar will dismiss parking citations up to $25 a donation. So that's interesting. We can see how fast this is going. This is going about 350 feet or 4s per minute or whatever. That's kind of cool. It is sanctioned, it is licensed within the city and the state operator. So now
Whoa.
we can see, we got your nice camera. I want you to see this view.
Oh,
'Cause this
wow.
is all Cedar Rapids, baby.
Oh God, this is probably one of the best views you could ask for.
We tower over the other parking garages. We see beautiful skies,
Dude,
beautiful backgrounds.
I'm gonna get this, but then when I'm done, I'm probably gonna shut the camera off and just take this in. Because
I can live with that. We'll do the library another time.
well, no, we can still do the library. I'm
Oh.
just saying that I want to kind of just hang out here for maybe 5-10 minutes.
Oh, yeah, I'm down with that. This is. Aren't you glad I said let's go to the top floor?
Yes.
I've been here before, and you can see a lot. You can see the Gazette. You can see Green Square Park. You can see WorldCom, MCI, Verizon, McLeod, the Palmer Building, the Scoldman Building.
I'll probably make this a separate video too.
AT&T.
Like
Well, yeah, this is cool.
in addition to yeah.
We can just go all the way around here and just get all these cool views of downtown Cedar Rapids.
Wow.
That sign way out there is the University of Iowa Credit Union sign. The sign that's way out there. And that's all the way out to 380. So it's kind of cool that we can see that. You can see all the C-band dishes on top of the Gazette, KCRG. They're probably not used anymore, but it's pretty cool.
See the Green Square Park.
Yep. You can see the St. IC Church, the Catholic Church down there, the Mercy Complex. We'll get the roof of the public library. Their green space and their safe space and their beautiful building that they have there. The Pepsi Distribution Center.
Oh yeah, they've got like a green space on the top of the.
Yep, that's the 3rd floor of the new public library. Spared no expense. I love it. It's a beautiful space. I am very passionate about library literacy and empowering technologies. There's the old PCI building. It's the dark red and gray one straight ahead. There's Mercy. There's all that.
You can see kind of that hilly part of town there, like the East Post, Mount Vernon Road area.
Yep, and there's Newbo kind of there. Front of Newbo you can see. The Hall Perrine Cancer Center, you've already moved with that one, but yeah. And we can probably shuffle up this way.
Shuffle up, yep. Man, this is great. This is
I really enjoyed it. I'm glad
breathtaking.
we got it, because I think it's kind of a hidden gem of a parking garage. This is the highest parking garage there. We can see the fire station now.
Well, it's also it's like perfectly situated because it's kind of right in the middle of everything.
Yeah.
So
And we can see the post office over here. There's the main post office. 52406 is its zip code for those postal.
I used to work there. Yep, I worked at the post office for a couple of weeks in the fall of 20. God, would it be 2014?
Oh.
I think so. It was just before I just before I got onto Haibu.
Oh, wow, there's even more over there. So, I think this is the highest point, though, in the whole park.
Yeah, 2013 it would have been, but yeah, wow, just amazing.
What's that really tall tower way out there? Is that the, what is that? Is that like Ralston's Foods? You see it, there's a church, and then you go way out there. I think either that's Mount Mercy, or that's like Ralston's Foods, or something like that. No, Mount Mercy's way over there. We can see Mount Mercy. So if we go past the tan brick building, way out there is Mount Mercy campus, because that's where, that used to be where Green, the guy, George Green, he had a mansion and a farm out there, and eventually the Mercy system was flooded. I'm aware of what that tall building way out there is. I can figure it out, but it's kind of interesting to see. Here you can see Water Tower Place and Bottle Works. Then we see the Czech and Slovak Museum way over on the west side.
Mount Trashmore once again.
Yep, and it's all its shining glory. The Cherry Building you can kind of see. The steeple of St. Vincent's is over there too, kind of hidden. Kind of, you can see kind of the industrial powerhouses of Cedar Rapids just peeking up with their smokestack. I think that's ADM over there. Not 100% sure what it is, but it's there. It's one of them. Penford over there, the police station.
Man, I'm gonna want to come out here all the time now.
You're gonna see a lot of changes. You're gonna get a lot of views. It's a cool place, and it'd be cool if you could park here too.
Yeah.
You can park here actually free for an hour because of the library. So you don't even have to pay to park if you go to the library. You get an hour or two free.
This should be, they could monetize this by putting up those binoculars, that you put a coin in,
Yep.
and you could it'd be a good way to monetize it, make it like a public space, kind of a tourist.
So the destination location. There's the APEC building straight ahead. Right next to that's the parking garage that we walked through earlier. Behind that's the old IMAX Center and Science Station, which is now the Economic Alliance for Economic Growth and Activity. And
sounds ominous.
What?
Sounds ominous.
Yes. Dune, dune, dune. We control all. But yeah, it's an interesting thing. They do have a lot of influence in the community, and they do a lot of good and bring a lot of jobs, et cetera, et cetera. There's the Alliant Tower, CRST Towers behind it. The Iowa Realty Tower that was developed by Jim Dreyer. He also developed St. Andrews Golf Course and the Kirkwood Estates Trailer Park and many other real estate places there. You can see the Higley building down there. You can see a lot of the towers and a lot of it. We can see the Skywalk system too from the roof.
Yep, right down there.
So,
well, I think I'll turn off the camera now and just kind of wander around, but because I think we got all the way around. But
yeah, it's been pretty cool.
This is a great. This is a great thing.
9th floor panoramic views of Cedar Rapids, some of the best views that you could get. And we are heading over to the library's Skywalk entrance. They built this right above the tracks. It's one of the best ways to get across here. If there's a long train that just goes back and forth for like 45 minutes without doing shit. So, it's a pretty short little skywalk, but it's right over here.
Yeah, that's one thing that lets you know that you ain't in Chicago anymore, is that there are no elevated trains. Just elevated skywalks.
That's some nice air conditioning.
Feels good.
And there's the park again from another angle. I always like looking at the train thing here and just
See the people in the park.
the art museum.
They have no idea that they're being watched.
I see y'all.
Yep. One time I saw a train going down these tracks, and it was all like John Deere tractors.
Yep, all green John Deeres. It's actually subliminal advertising that they use for farm boys like you to try to sell them John Deeres. They have absolutely no other reason to do it, just to block traffic and to make people think of John Deere. And this is kind of cool. Let's look at this sign real quick. Because Ben Franklin had a great idea, and so did Ada von Vechten. Because Ben Franklin founded a lot of the original public libraries in the United States, and Ada von Vechten founded the ones in Cedar Rapids, so that was pretty cool. Here, I don't know if we'd really go in the library, and they probably rules against it.
Well, we can kind of keep quiet. You know, if we don't talk, and if I keep the thing on my chest, it won't be obvious. And we probably won't go far into the library anyway.
Yeah.
But it's a public place, so it should be okay. It's like a chess club going on, and
Pretty cool.
oh, she painted that?
They painted it with her honor. I don't remember the whole backstory to it, but yeah.
There's one thing I saw, like, this is kind of a ad campaign they have going on where they say 5 out of 5 doctors agree reading aloud to children supports brain development. But like one of them is like, I got a picture of it. It said, because the best search engine is still your local librarian. And it's like, listen, I love libraries. My mom's a librarian, but I can tell you right here now, that is not true. It's just not. Search engines were invented for a reason.
Yeah.
But I agree with the, I guess, the sentiment, but I don't agree with the statement. Oh, wow.
Let's go to the third floor and look at that.
Sure.
Here we go. We're going up, dude. Yeah, well, we're going up, so. Nice. So we'll. And they talk about baseball here. Baseball in Cedar Rapids is actually kind of a big deal. It's been around since like the 1890s, I believe. The Colonels in some incarnation or another have been around.
Well, we have like our own minor league team, I believe.
Yep, the Colonels.
The
They've been
Colonels.
around since the 1890s. So this is just some cool stuff.
What league? Do you know what league that's called?
It's minor league and it's their Division A.
Division A.
Yeah, because in Des Moines they have the Cubs, the Des Moines Cubs, and they're AAA.
That's a ballsy statement there. There's but one game, and that game is baseball. As a pool player, I disagree.
And all the other types of things. But this was the American pastime until we descended into football. And that's the
Yeah.
European kind. It's like the bash your head in kind. And there's some cool stuff. It's all baseball. Artifacts and stuff.
I once had a baseball that looked just like that. It was all like dark and like kind of aged and everything, but it wasn't that shiny. It looks like they shined that one up quite a bit.
Yeah. Well, it was actually your baseball. Your mom donated it.
Yeah. I had a baseball autographed by Kobe Bryant.
Isn't he a bad
No, it was like somebody had written Kobe Bryant on it. It was pretty fun. It was like obviously like it wasn't even in like it was just like in print. Oh, the original seats. So are we able to get up to the roof or?
It's right there, dude. That's a green space.
No, but let's take it so we can go outside or?
Yeah.
Cool.
Push the door open. And then we can walk along.
And this is a pretty decent view too. Kind of nice, and
It's like the ninth floor one.
no, it's not. But
We do have a lot of green space.
I always kind of, as somebody who comes from a rural area, I always found the term green space to be kind of creepy.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, it's kind of like, it's not green space, it's nature. I mean, calling it green space almost kind of devalues it in a way. It's like, hey, you know, as long as it's green stuff, that's all we care about.
Grass, whatever.
Yeah.
They built this opened around.
Yep. And it's nice. I have to admit, I miss the old library, but
I would say this is the flagship library in Iowa. It wins a lot of awards. It's really beautiful. They have trouble funding it, but you know.
you see people doing their
LARPing?
Yep, they're doing their role-playing stuff. I would think that's a pretty much constant thing now, because every time I drive by there are people doing that.
Yeah.
So it's almost like kind of just a constant ongoing thing.
Well, that's Society for Creative Anarterism. That thing. They're pretty cool. And this just opened, I think, this year. This park. It had been shut down for quite a while. But
Yep.
parking
So the
years-
park was shut down?
Yeah, they were totally rehabbing. I have pictures over the last few years. I'd say maybe
Like-
2014 until
Like, was it
2017 shut down.
like fenced off and everything? Wow. Yeah. I guess we don't have to walk around too much because we're pretty much getting this
Most of it. Yeah.
pretty much the same view that we had from the 9th floor parking garage, except
Shut it off.
oh, yep. You get the
It
pic.
lights up at night.
Oh, that's pretty. Yep.
Oh, the train, dude.
Oh, the train, cool.
Maybe you could get footage of the train coming and going. Maybe, I don't know if you could get it on the 9th floor, but you see what we could do.
Yeah, probably just from here is okay. Because we're
We're just doing video of the area. We're not doing it with people. Did it already go by?
no, I don't think so.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Quite a difference coming in, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why you had layers in the library when you worked there?
It was what?
That's why you wear layers when you work at the library.
Yeah.
What are you guys taking pictures of?
We're making we just finished making a video of the
We did
Skywalk
and
system.
we
And
saw this, and we're like, we gotta get the 3rd floor of this because we could see it from the 9th story parking garage.
Cool. That's pretty extensive, isn't it? How do you know how far it stretches? And
Pretty much all downtown in different segments, but it's crazy. They built it throughout the whole 80s and part of the 90s.
yeah. Are you from here? No. Yeah, Cedar Rapids has I would say one of the most extensive skywalks for a city its size.
yeah, I've been to like Minneapolis. I remember had a good one.
Yeah.
You need one in Minneapolis though.
Is it the weather and
Oh yeah, God. Yeah, the winter up there is like on
Pretty
steroids.
brutal.
Yeah. Down here, we had a pretty mild winter down here this year.
It was nice meeting you.
Nice to meet you too. Take care, guys.
Maybe it's
Here's that
Oh, you're still.
kind of thing. That's it. That thing there.
Oh.
which is just not true at all. But
Were you videotaping while we were talking to that chick?
yes,
Oh, they're going that way. We missed the train. Choo-choo train's going away.
chugga chugga choo choo. She sounded British.
I thought she sounded New Jersey. I don't know. I think that she sounded hot though.
She sounded hot.
I probably cut that out of the video.
Yeah, I think
I
so.
probably cut her out of the video too because we didn't make it sound like we were. Yeah.
Well, it's legal as long as we're part of the conversation. But
Honestly, what?
in the state of Iowa, as long as you're involved in, as long as it's a public place, it's okay.
Yeah.
And you can record voices as long as you're involved in the conversation with the person.
Yeah.
So recording phone calls is legal because you're engaging in the conversation, and the same law applies to video.
I still think it's kind of weird. Is there conversations elaborating later?
Yeah. Well, I mean, hey, we're basically documentary filmmakers, you know.
We just have to make some evil scumbag look bad. Like, what are you doing, Steve Emerson, taking all this tax money, competing with Gray on a casino?
Yeah. Suppose I should we've probably turn the camera off, I think.
Shut the camera off. So, what time are we at?